incredible Canadian designers, and this one we are just so excited about. He's back at Cityline. Lucian Matis, please welcome him. Hello. Oh my goodness, you have done so well.
Thank you.
And we are so proud. And I mean, you know, for the two people who do not know who you are, you have really taken off from your first collection, which was back in 2007. Born in Romania, but came here, did Ryerson, so a grad of Ryerson. And I think it's really nice for students at Ryerson or anywhere else in this country to see how much you've taken off. I mean, you were clothing Sophie Gregoire Trudeau. You've done so many different celebs, and your work really speaks for itself. What's your motivation?
The motivation is going to work every day and actually having the team of people that support me so much and that love the work that we do and that we produce, and also the end consumer that really enjoys the product. It really it gives me a big satisfaction when I see somebody you know, going to a special occasion, to a wedding or something so important for them, and wear our garments and look so beautiful and feel so beautiful.
I'm going to tell you why people love his clothing, his dresses. Let's show the first model. It kind of speaks for itself. It's the attention to detail. It's the intricacy, and you can see it on every single piece, all the way down to the shoes, the belt, everything about it. So tell me about this dress.
So this is part of the fall winter. It's the current collection, 2016-17. This is a butterfly fabric that I absolutely loved. Fell in love with the European fabric. It's got a beautiful texture, and when she moves, the butterflies almost kind of take life.
Yes.
It's also very modern, short silhouette with a slit in the sleeve. Very comfortable, very easy to wear. It's instead of having the black dress, I added some colors to the black dress, essentially.
Right, because sometimes we get a little stuck with the black dress, right? Have your LBD, but have other options as well. It is gorgeous. Now, are these, you know, some people look at couture and they say, I don't know if I can afford that, but the reason why the prices are such is because a lot of this is hand sewn, isn't it?
Absolutely. Every single butterfly is hand attached, and it's an embroidered butterfly. The fabric is very beautiful, very luxurious. It's a mix of triacetate, Japanese triacetate, with this French lace, which is really quite beautiful. And also the belt is part of the collection. I'm very excited to say that we're launching an accessories collection as well.
Ooh, very
so
nice.
Very
Thank you very much. Look gorgeous. Very nice. Okay, accessories, I think very important because you're going to see some of the shoes. You've actually touched up some of the shoes, and I don't know if these are a pair, but the dress is
No, these
gorgeous.
are not. This is one of the another cocktail dress that's quite modern, very elegant. It has a bit of an edge with the appliques up top, very military kind of structure look, cinched with the belt. The belt is done more rock and roll with the grommet, so it's kind of like a contrast on the glamour of the sequence and then the harshness of the belt.
So when you're designing a dress like this, is there a certain woman you have in mind?
You know what, I always work with characters. I do have my muses. I do, you know, like a Kate Blanchett, for example. I love her because she's like a blank canvas. And I always, every time I see her, I get so inspired. Just her femininity. But I tend to do in the collection, a collection of characters almost. It's almost like personalities. So that's how I work. Her personality is a little bit more outgoing, more flamboyant. She doesn't mind to shine. And
she wants
does
to have
beautiful
fun.
Exactly.
Do you think?
Yes, a bit edgier with a shorter hemline. She's not afraid to show a little bit of a leg.
She's not a wallflower, that's for sure. Give her a round of applause. Very nice. Nice, beautiful dress.
Thank you.
Okay, so this next look we have, very different from the other two silhouettes.
Yes, again, from fall winter, it's another butterfly detail. We actually just shipped this to the store recently. It has, again, it's a playful, more youthful character, shorter hemline with a bow up top. So it's a bit more younger.
Yeah, it is, but there's something very forgiving about the shape of it. You know, some of us will think about the 90s baby doll dresses. Like it sort of floats out, but it's also a sheer sleeve, which is nice.
It's nice and feminine. It's not, we don't really do sexy clothing. We do more sophisticated, sensual clothing.
I love that. Very nice. Because sensual will always be in and sophisticated. It's classic. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I love this dress. Absolutely gorgeous, but I want to make sure the eyeline goes all the way down to the shoe because you've actually made a perfect matching set with the dress and the shoe. So we'll start with the dress.
So this dress is part of the spring-summer collection. It's going to, it's made out of a laser-cut silk material, which is quite beautiful.
Wow.
This is the newest trend, the laser-cut with a bit of sequin, so it has that sparkle. It's very subtle because the sequins are matte. And then, of course, we created the matching shoe to the dress, which makes it look so much more sophisticated and more more high-end, you know?
It's what people are about right now. They
Exactly.
want the whole look, and
Exactly.
they want it to be luxe from head to toe.
Yeah.
I love that you've done that. If you're not doing shoes yet, do shoes.
We will definitely. It's going to be
Yes.
part of our merchandising, definitely. What I love about this dress is just a very sexy top with a
Yeah.
very pretty longer bottom with pockets. Pockets, I find everybody loves pockets.
Oh my gosh, I love pockets.
I'm trying to
Sometimes
put-
I just get dresses because there's a pocket in it.
I know, I'm trying to put pockets in everything actually.
Yes,
So,
I love
so
that.
I
That's a
love when
good
I have the
move.
opportunity. Yeah.
I imagine also a material like that might be a little bit tricky to work with.
No, it's actually because it has a base of mesh, so it's put on a base of mesh, so it's nice and light, it's very airy. It looks
Nice.
heavier, but when you actually touch the garment, it's very light.
light.
Because it's just mesh and silk. It's very,
Very
beautifully
nice.
done.
Fly away, little flower.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. So nice. And I like that you did it in navy.
Yeah, navy.
That's very nice.
You know what? Navy is the new black, right?
Yes, it is.
Instead of going to the black, but speaking of the
Oh
black,
my
this is one of my favorite black pieces.
Yes.
Jumpsuits are so hot right now.
Absolutely.
The wide leg, it's really in. I mean, this is one of my favorite pieces. Absolutely love, love, love it. It's elegant, it's timeless,
Yes.
it's practical as well because, you know, a lot of the jumpsuits, everybody complains about the comfort of a jumpsuit because
Right.
sometimes the zippers go all the way up to the top. This one is strapless, it's very accessible, it's very easy to put on and take off.
The worst thing is to put on a jumpsuit and then you can't sit down in it.
That's
because
it.
the line from the top to
Exactly.
the torso is too short.
Exactly.
I like the detail in the front because it looks like it's a little bit of a bow tie.
That's
but
exactly what
that
the
is.
inspiration
But that's
was,
the
yeah.
whole. That's the whole bustier part of it. It's gorgeous.
I was thinking of an origami piece almost because we stiffened the material quite a bit to make it origami-like.
Yes.
So it's like an origami bow, essentially, cinched with this beautiful belt that has a gold detailing in the chain.
Very nice. So I said to you, oh my goodness, things are going so well for you. You're so successful. And you said, yeah, we're getting there. What is your, which is such a Canadian response, right? So modest. What is your goal? Like, where do you want to be? And you can say, okay, I've arrived. This is what I want.
I don't think I will ever say I've arrived because every time I've arrived, I set new goals and I go further.
Good.
I really want to see the brand expand internationally.
Yes.
We're also working on a menswear collection, just hush hush. We're launching soon.
You just told Canada, but
I need.
don't say anything.
I need. Yeah, we're launching soon, and it simply came out of like lack of menswear. I need something to wear for myself. So essentially, I've created a library of styles that I love that I just want to put on the market because every time I go out somewhere, people ask me, "Where'd you get that?"
Yes.
And a lot of them are my mom's hand knitting, for example, and I can't make them in the thousands, right? So
Right.
it's we're going to launch a collection soon for menswear.
I love that you learned everything you know from your mom.
Yes.
So that is beautiful, and she's taken you a long way. So a
Big
warm
inspiration.
round of applause for Lucian Matis.
Thank you.
We give you so much. We can't wait to see what you do.